Just wanted to take a few minutes to sit down with you before I go pick up my kids at school. I want to share with you 3 reasons why people over 50 must start an online business. Number 1, well, first of all, I got to have notes here, make sure I hit all the points. Second time I've ever made a YouTube video. I want to be really relaxed and just have a conversation with you and just be real, just be transparent. Number 1, first reason why people over 50 should start an online business or must start an online business is that, excuse me, let me, hold on 1 second. Get a quick drink here. You cannot rely on Social Security. Does anybody know how long Social Security is going to last? Well, we just cannot rely on it. In my line of work, I've been in the insurance industry for a couple of years now, and I've sat down with a lot of people that are retired and living off of Social Security, and they're just barely scraping by. It's really sad. Many of them have to go back to work, and they're working into their 70s and 80s just to make ends meet. It's very sad that people in a retirement age have to do that, and you may be one of them. Number 2, there's not enough savings, or all your retirement is tied up in the market. What if the market, heaven forbid, but what if the market has a downturn? What if all of a sudden you wake up one morning and the market's crashed and all that you worked for is no longer there? It could be gone in a blink of an eye. Do you have any savings to fall back on? Is there anything that you've been able to put aside all these years? And honestly, how long would that savings last if you had to depend on that savings? Okay, number 3, the cost of living is only going to go up. As time passes, as time moves on, the cost of living has always gone up. I'm over 50, and as long as I can remember, the cost of living has gone up over the years. And there's really only one solution to all this, and that is just to make more money. Bottom line. Well, I'm Sean. My goal is for you to live a prosperous life in the areas of your faith, your finances, and your health. The Bible says in 3 John, verse 2, "Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be healthy, even as your soul prospers." This is my prayer for you. Many years ago, I learned from a friend that has gone on to be with the Lord that the kingdom of God flows through relationships. He works through his people. He connects through people, just like we're connecting with YouTube. Today, I want to share with you an online business where you can make money every single day. Yes, you could be 50, 60, 70, and I know of people even in their 80s that have started this online digital business that you could make money every day. Let me go back a little bit and share a little bit. Over the last 12 to 18 months, I've been searching for something to supplement my daily work or even replace my income now. And after months and months of looking online, having interviews with people, and realizing that what I was looking at wasn't just going to cut it or wasn't going to work, it wasn't checking all the boxes, all the requirements. I had actually 8 requirements that that I wanted to meet before I just took the plunge and started something that I've never started before. And I want to share with these 8 requirements before I go into what this online digital business is. Number 1, it had to meet the low startup cost. It couldn't cost me a fortune. Some of the ones I was looking at, they wanted $10,000 down, $12,000 down just to start. And that was not in my budget. That was not in my pocket. In this digital business that I'm going to talk about here shortly, The website is a one-time fee of $29. Very inexpensive for a website. You pick a domain. You pick a domain name that you want for your domain, $10 or less. Then you pick one out of the 4 digital products. This is a digital business, and so you choose one of the 4, starting as low as $100. So the cost of starting this is very low. Number 2, I wanted a type of business where it was a digital business, meaning that there were no inventory there was no inventory that I had to put in my basement. I had to put in my garage. Let me tell you a quick story. One time I bought something on Facebook Marketplace, and I believe it was lights to go on the porch. That's what it was. My wife was wanting some lights on the porch, and I went to this really nice neighborhood and knocked on the door. The lady came to the door and says, "Oh yeah, it's in my garage." She opened the garage door. The garage was packed with items that she was selling on Facebook. And the item cost maybe $20 to purchase. And I don't know how many items she would have to sell to make any money. But with this business, there's absolutely no inventory. It's all digital. That's sweet. All right, let's go to number 3. Once you get everything set up, it's up and running, it's a 2 to 3 hour workday. My goal was to get my time back. I have family I want to spend time with. I have children that are growing up faster than anything, and so I wanted to spend more time with them. So I wanted something where I could work 2 or 3 hours a day and then go do what I wanted to do. And this does that. And so I was excited about finding something that had a 2 to 3 hour workday. All right, number 4, 100% profit. In the insurance industry, everybody gets their share. The managers, upline, they get their cut out of the, I think we counted up, my wife and I counted up 10 multi-level marketing businesses that, excuse me, I just ate lunch. 10 different MLM companies that we were a part of, and all the upline would get a percentage of all the work that we would do. And so we weren't getting 100% of the profit. With this online business, you receive 100% of the profit. And I'll get into more of that here in a few minutes. No splitting, no operating expenses. No employees to pay, no insurance to pay, no building costs, none of that like a traditional business. Also, number 5, I'm gonna keep moving through here. Number 5, you don't have to be a techie. You don't have to know a lot about technology. We have a huge community. I think it's 40,000 plus strong, and many of the people in there know about technology. They're techies. And what I did, I just hired someone for $120 to get everything set up for me. That was it. And boom, it was done within a couple of hours. $120, all that's set up for me. And so I didn't have to know all about websites and funnels. I didn't have to spend hours researching all that. It was all done for me. That is awesome. So I was super excited about not having to be a techie. Okay, number 6. This is a fully automated business. In other words, it runs on autopilot. Yes, you heard me right, autopilot. So when I'm not even thinking about it, I'm going out to spend time with my family. I'm coaching football. I'm going to a football game. Whatever it is, I'm going on a cruise with my wife, or going on a vacation with my family. I'm not even thinking about the business, but this business is still working, fully automated, 365 days a week. If you heard that, that's my son. He's homeschooled, but he's actually playing online right now. Sorry about that if you heard a yell in the background. I'm sure many of you can relate with me. Anyway, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, working on autopilot. It's awesome. All right, number 7, moving on here. The ability to make 6 to 7 figure income a year. Not in my lifetime, not $1 million in a year, not $1 million in my lifetime, but the ability to make 6 figures in a short amount of time, even up to 7 figures. Let me share with you. Previously, I talked about 4 different programs. The first program is $100. Let's say one person buys this program from you every day of the year for 365 days. You multiply it times 100, you get $36,500 for that year. How would that change your life? Just an extra $36,500 in the year. Well, it gets better. What if someone bought a $300 plan? They're going to get more ways to make money online through this digital business. What if one person, just one out of all the people on the internet across the globe that looks at your business, they decide, I want the $300 plan. One person buys it, 365 days, multiply that out, $109,500 at the end of the year. Now we're getting serious, 6-figure. It gets even better than that. What about the $600 plan? One person would buy a $600 plan. Now, over the course of a year, if one person did that, $219,500 in your account after a year. Now that's getting into some serious money. And finally, what about the last $900? This is the legacy program. This is the one that I chose. $328,500 if just one person bought the $900 plan every day of the year. That's pretty exciting numbers. And it can only get better than that if more people bought more than one plan in a day. So very exciting. Number 8, I want to move right along here. Time freedom. The most important thing that I'm after is time freedom. And as many of you probably know, that money freedom will equal time freedom. If you want time freedom, you've got to make enough money in order to get that freedom. And this online business does that. Gives you time freedom. So, before I go pick up my kids from school, and we do, oh, by the way, I mentioned homeschooling. We have a couple of older boys that we homeschool, and we also have our younger children that go to school. So we have a unique situation here. A little bit of homeschool, a little bit of regular school. But anyway, if you are wanting to do something like I'm doing, I know you can do it. There's many people out there that can do it. If you can follow instructions, if you can be consistent, if you have a couple of hours a day where you can get this going, this could change your life and your family's life for years to come, even for generations. So what you need to do is either go in the description and click on my link, or comment below, say, send me the blueprint, or you can just go to my website, paydayeveryday.me. Again, my website is paydayeveryday.me. And I'm looking forward and continuing to pray for you and everyone that is within my voice here, that you will prosper in your life, in your finances, in your faith, and in your health.